Hi, it's Pamela. In this tutorial, we're going to create a whiteboard video using the Star Story Solution Framework.
Hey, and welcome to the official Doodly YouTube channel. If you enjoy our content, please click the like and subscribe button below. Now let's get straight to the video.
Today we're back in the world of storytelling with the Star Story Solution Framework and how to bring it to life using Doodly. So let's get started. First, what is the Star Story Solution Framework? It's a powerful storytelling technique used in copywriting, and it consists of three components. You guessed it. The star is our main character. They're relatable, facing challenges that resonate with the audience. So think of the star as the hero of your story. Which brings us to story. This is the journey the star goes through, facing obstacles and challenges. It's where we build emotional engagement with our audience. And lastly, solution. This is where our product or service comes into play, acting as the answer to the star's problems. It's very simple, it's very easy to remember. So now that we understand the framework, let's create an original example using Doodly. So Janet is my character here, and we're going to pretend like she's a school teacher. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to find Janet in a pose that looks like she's a school teacher. And if we go over to scenes, we do have a classroom. So I could put her inside a classroom. There's one here, and there's another one. This replaced my image of Janet. So let me go back to Janet, and I'm going to replace this. So if you go to props, I'm going to type in bubble, and I'm going to put this thought bubble here and have one of the kids thinking. We add text. Okay, so that's scene one. Basically, scene one is done. This is our star. Meet Janet. Janet is a teacher struggling to make her classes engaging for her students. So now, next we want another scene. Let's just go down here. Let's create a new scene. And it's going to be her story, right? What we're going to say is, despite trying various methods, her students are losing interest. She's on the verge of giving up. We want to show her trying different things and her students being bored. So let's go back to characters, and I have Janet holding a sign here. So let's say she's trying something with her students to make learning fun, right? I don't know exactly what we're going to put here, but we're going to put something here. And then we're going to show a kid being totally bored. So let's try Ethan. He's a good kid. Ethan. And again, let's do a bubble. This time we'll do a speech bubble. I'm going to flip it so it's coming out of his mouth. And then we're just going to put something in here that illustrates that he's not engaged. So, and this is not going to be the world's most riveting story, but I think it just illustrates the framework, and that's all we really need to do today, okay? Let's just put something here. Let's see, I think we have a frog. Yeah, see, that would be fun. So here's Janet trying her best to engage the kids in learning about the life cycle of a frog, and all they care about is what time is lunch. And then our solution, so we need Janet, she's our star again, so let's find her. This actually might work because our solution is going to be Doodly. so here's Janet with her laptop. Let's get the Doodly logo, which I had uploaded earlier. I would like one of the real hands from Doodly instead of this. Let's do one scene here. I'm going to put some text here, and I'm going to turn the text white. That way it's invisible. And I'm going to choose a hand. I'm going to choose a cartoon hand for fun. Choose this one. And I'm going to make this fairly slow. The drawing of it. Now if I hit preview, we have the hand drawing it. I'm going to have to pause the video real quick, and I'm going to take a screenshot, so I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I did take a screenshot, and I dragged and dropped it into Pixelmator Pro, and I just want to remove this white. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little tool and remove the background, okay? And then now I'm just going to export it as a PNG file. And back in Doodly, I can delete this now. I'm going to go over to my props tab and I'm going to import that graphic that I just made. So I hit the blue and white plus sign and then browse for the file, or if you want, you can just drag it in. And now, let's get rid of this guy. Do something like that. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to move this. Just play around with the layout however you like. And let's bring in Ethan. So here's our star. Here's our story, and here's our solution. Now, of course, the video isn't done yet, so if you'd like, I can finish it up. So let's just go ahead and delete these little title screens. And you will notice a couple things. Right now, it's 1 minute and 30 seconds long, which is way too long for this very simple story. And the bulk of it is this pre-made scene. If you look, all of these elements, every last thing here draws on 3 seconds each. So it makes for a almost 1 minute long scene. So to correct that, we want to select everything. You can do it this way by clicking and holding the Control or Command key button down, or you could go Control or Command A for all, and that'll select everything, okay? And for now, let's click this little gear icon. And duration, let's just put everything at 0 for drawing, okay? So now nothing draws, it's just a little 1 second scene. I probably want Janet to draw on and the speech bubble, okay? Nothing else needs to draw on. So our star, just bring her down to the very bottom here, because we want all of these things to be on before the hand draws her on. And we'll let the hand draw her on for like 2.5 seconds. And then we'll let the hand draw the little speech bubble on for 1 second. And then boring can be like 1.5 seconds. This is a problem. She's standing on the desk. So she does need to be behind something here, or she needs to be smaller. Let's move all this over so that we don't have that problem. Okay. And that's fine. Okay, so it's about 35 seconds long. I think that's gonna be a little too long for the narration. So let's just go ahead and lay down the narration right now. Go down to the timeline with the microphone, click the little plus sign, click the red microphone button and begin speaking. I'm gonna do this one scene at a time. Meet Janet. Janet is a teacher struggling to make her classes engaging for her students. Okay, so I can shorten these little dead air sections just by hovering the little cursor and tightening it up. And what that also means is I can move them. Okay, so move that down. And now let's do the next scene. Despite trying various methods, her students are losing interest, and she's on the verge of giving up. That's fine, I'll place it later. Let's do the next one. Janet discovers Doodly, a whiteboard animation software. With its easy-to-use interface and vast library of images and animations, she creates engaging lessons that captivate her students. Okay, so I'm just going to tighten. Okay, so I've laid these down. Not my world's best voiceovers, but that's okay. We'll probably have our student come on a little later, so I'm adding a delay, okay? Okay, so I think that's fine. I think maybe we should do a little camera move and zoom in on our happy little kid, and that'll be that. This is your camera tool right here. So let's right-click in the bar, add panning and zooming, and I'm gonna move my playhead right about here where he's drawing the kid. I'm gonna put this camera move Now if I click it, it starts full screen, and then we want it to end nice and tight on the little happy guy, okay? Then finally, you can add some music. So I want to go to the Sounds tab and click Categories, Music, and we'll just pick one. Click the little speaker icon, and I like to turn it down to about 10% when I have a voiceover because it comes on really loud. And then go down here to the end, and you're just going to need to tighten it up so that it's the right length. Let's take a quick look and then we'll be done. Meet Janet. Janet is a teacher struggling to make her classes engaging for her students. Despite trying various methods, her students are losing interest, and she's on the verge of giving up. Janet discovers Doodly, a whiteboard animation software. With its easy-to-use interface and vast library of images and animations, she creates engaging lessons that captivate her students. With Doodly, Janet transformed her teaching style, making her classes interactive and fun. Her students are now more engaged than ever. And that's how you can use the Star Story Solution Framework to create a short Doodly video. I hope this gives you some ideas. Thank you for watching.